I do it all the time. I press the wrong bloody button. So now we're on. It's Scorpio today, and you've arrived, and you're very welcome to Swedish Dharma Tarot. My name's christinamarialeifsdotter, and at school I used to get called Space Case. I think there's a reason for it. So normally I do a lot of shuffling before we get going. Today, well, I pressed a button. I do it all the time. Sometimes it's helpful. So, power. Dear Scorpio, you're usually extremely powerful and very charismatic. I'm a Cancer, so I'm a water sign like you. There's a conflict that's subdued or given way to good vibes. Now, that conflict could be either within you or with somebody else. We'll see as the reading goes on here. Yeah, clear-sightedness. Ten of Swords. I wanted to say I love Scorpios because I'm a water sign too. I'm a Cancer. Spirit, let me know when it's enough. 3 more. 2. All right. Thank you. So that's them. I think we'll do the oracle cards as we get to them. I'll lay out the reading now instead. So if you'd like to have a personal reading with me, that's completely doable. You get in contact on the email in the description box, and we agree on a day and a time, and it'll set you back $30, 30 euros, 30 pounds, or 300 Swedish krona. But there's an exception to the price list, and that is if you happen to be living in Africa or India or Latin America. I have some customers. If you live in whatever country that kind of money just isn't accessible for a tarot reading, don't let that stop you. Get in touch anyway, and I'll do my best to help you. So here we go. The cards are on the table, Scorpio. Where are you? Oh, a young woman out of sorts, and I see a breakup here. Either it could have been a marriage too, but it's a breakup nonetheless. And I'm sorry about that, but we've seen good things here in the beginning with your powerfulness and conflict that's been laid to rest. I think this is your boyfriend or your lover or your husband, maybe. Also, young man. Both of you should be between 20 and 28 somewhere, is my feeling. My take on that, as the Americans would say. In case you're wondering, I'm Swedish, Australian. I grew up in Australia. I grew up in Sydney. And I moved there with my family when I was 10 years old. Now what's happening with you? There's a lot of fears that have subsided. And also, I think you have a lot of air in you, just like your boyfriend. And that tells me that you're also very freedom-loving. It can be very contradictory for a water sign, and I'm there too. For a water sign who's all sentiment and feeling and emotion, to have a lot of air in their chart, which makes us very analytical, very intellectual, very in our heads rather than our hearts, where Scorpio really wants to be. But it's a good thing too. I wouldn't suppress that side of your personality at all. But at the moment, you feel like love and luck has passed you by. But I also see that you are, for one thing, at the end of your latest life cycle. So maybe in the autumn, if you're on the Northern Hemisphere, otherwise spring, you will be turning 27 or 28 next birthday. They're also telling me that you and this particular boyfriend were not that compatible. So this is not and was never intended to be your life partner. Now that seems a bit cruel to hear maybe, but at this stage of the breakup, I think you understand what spirit means. Spirit also talks about the fact that the relationship was very karmic, but when the karma is active, it will come, this two of cups will come in the upright. When it comes in the reverse, it's passé, it's done, it's finito la musica, and you did what you were supposed to do. So, and you achieved whatever it was that you were supposed to achieve. If you hadn't, that karma would have been active, or if you decided to leave your partner before the karma was learned, you would only need to redo it with another partner further down the line. And if you'd left them, same thing again. So it's a behavior pattern that you can repeat all life. Sorry. My goodness. So sorry about that. Yeah, so I don't know that there's really any way of checking if your karma is done or not, but in this case it is. And I also see a move. And you have unbelievable, this is the Chariot in the classic tarot. So it's called movement in my deck, and it signifies studies or moves, physical moves. And I think it's a physical move. And I also see a healing heart. So you will be feeling a lot better, a lot quicker. No, you'll be feeling a lot better very soon. And you have fantastic support in family and friends, especially female ones. And I think a lot of them are family, actually. They also talk about you being unbelievably creative. You're an artist of some kind, which is beautiful. What an amazing escape. I've just done a really, 2-minute video or something like that on bliss and how important it is to find our bliss. What it is isn't important. The end result is not important either. What's important is the actual process. So when you're in it and you're getting lost in it and you lose time and space and get so much healing in that process and just, blissful experience. You're capable of that. That's so nice. And you're probably very capable of getting nice results as well, not just knowing and understanding the floating away in creativity. You actually get good results, I think. So we understand a bit better now that your power, your self-empowerment, the conflict, that's passé, that's past, and the clarity, which might not have entered into your life as yet, but it could, if it hasn't, it's coming any second or any minute. That's it from the tarot cards. Now let's have a look at your oracle cards, and we'll start with the path of the soul. By the way, if you like this, please give me a thumbs up, and sharing would be terrific because that's a great way to get the video or the channel growing, and a subscription would not be wrong. It takes a long, long time to build up a following on YouTube. So every little bit helps. And you got number 5. I'll have to see what it's called. I love those colors though. Boundless. Nice. Oh, I'll read it straight away. Yeah, different routine. I'll read it straight away. Boundless. This is a card without limits. It is eternal and infinite. Either you are just beginning to experience your own unlimited nature, or you're holding yourself back from it. I think you're just starting to experience it. This card asks you to remove any doubts and fears you may have. Move forward in faith, knowing the only limits you will ever experience are the ones you have created for yourself based on your own beliefs. Now, you're very young, so it's a good time to become aware of just those kinds of things, like the beliefs we all hold. We're all influenced by the family we've grown up in, and it's really good if we, when we're still young, can get insight into what they are and which ones of them serve us and which ones of them we should just let go. A world without boundaries or limits is opening to you. Anything and everything. I'll take it from the beginning. Anything and everything is possible. Wasn't that encouraging? Wonderful. And then we'll have a look at the yogic path. And yes, I will remember to read it. Come on, Spirit, what does Scorpio need to hear from the yogic path? Please, don't keep us waiting. La-di-da-di-da. This is why I do it off camera, because sometimes it just takes a really long time. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. And I'm going to give it 3 more shuffles, and then I'm going to cut the deck. So, Spirit, I get the last word. Buddhi. Buddhi. Let's see what page we're going to then. $27. Maybe that's your age. Oh, inner wisdom and intellect. We saw that. You have it. You have a sharp intellect with that air, princess of air in you. Wise one, you are now remembering what you were born with, all the answers that you are seeking. You have realized life is not about learning, but rather relearning, letting go of the illusions so we can remember our innate solutions. You have silenced the chattering of the mind to allow the whispers of the soul to speak, and are now beginning to truly read the vast textbooks that exist inside you. This is really incredibly exciting. Taking into consideration the fact that you're very artistic, it becomes even more interesting. This is the time to rewrite your story, authored by the greater wisdom of your soul, Buddhi. Fantastic. Lovable Scorpio, thank you for watching. And please like, subscribe, share. And if you need me, if you have any questions about this or any other reading, you have my email down below. If you want a personal one, you're welcome to use it for that too. Thank you. Love and light. Mm-hmm.